For car lovers, there is such a thing as a fantasy garage. There are varieties of the game, but usually it's a maximum of 4 cars from 4 different nations. The idea being that if money and availability was not an issue, what would ideally be parked in our fancy underground garage? For many of us, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak is likely in our fantasy watch box. It's an amazingly beautiful timepiece with a timeless design. We've covered it before on our channel, and you can find a link to that video in the description below. So to continue with our car analogy here, what if you had chosen a classic Lamborghini Miura, but suddenly you had the option of a completely overhauled and modernised version with all the bells and whistles and manufactured with warranty by Lamborghini itself? Well, say hello to the Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar. It's a Royal Oak, but not as we know it. In 2017, Audemars Piguet released the Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar in black brushed ceramic. It made quite the splash and quickly became the star of the show. It was the watch everyone wanted to check out, with long lines to even get a glance at it. And let's not even talk about the years on the waitlist to purchase one. So what was the big deal then? The case and bracelet is undeniably as important here as the dial and complications. The standard Royal Oak case takes roughly 6 hours to machine, polish and hand finish. This ceramic bracelet takes 5 times as long at a full 30 hours. The ceramic case is incredibly strong and is virtually unscratchable. It's resistant to high temperature, which is handy here in Australia, aging and even thermal shocks. The watch is similar to a titanium in that the first time you pick it up, it's just so light. You can almost forget that you're wearing it on your wrist. The weight, in combination with that classic comfortable Royal Oak design, makes this one of the most wearable timepieces of all time. Okay, so it has a badass case and bracelet, but what else? The self-winding calibre 5134 has been around for a while, and is a solid take on a perpetual moon phase with weak indicator. The sapphire crystal case back displays the lovely movement with its signed rotor and many finishing techniques. It has a power reserve of 40 hours and no less than 374 intricate parts and 38 jewels. In addition to keeping the time, it offers a perpetual calendar with week indication, weekday, date, astronomical moon, month and leap year. Audemars Piguet are obviously not the only ones to make such movements, but it's no less impressive what mankind can achieve when we set our minds to it. Even in our times with our smartphones and computers, to see a tiny mechanical self-winding machine that keeps track of all of the intricacies of our calendars is really remarkable. Let's have a closer look at the dial. The first thing you notice is that nothing is moving on the dial. There is no small or large seconds or anything else that draws the eye. This initially had our videographer wondering if something was broken, only to finally work out that the large seconds hand actually points to the weeks of the year. There is a lot going on here, and it can feel a bit busy compared to AP's classic model, but in fairness, all perpetual calendars are rather busy, so if you're in the market for one, you're already prepared to compromise here. If you're anything like us, the photorealistic moon complication at just above the 6th position will likely draw your eye first. We suspect that Audemars Piguet is proud of this too, since it also contains their logo. It's even more beautiful the closer you get, and it really adds life to a dial with many shades of what is essentially grey and black. On the dial we can find the slate grey dial with grande tapisserie pattern, black counters, white gold applied hour markers, and Royal Oak hands with luminescent coating and black inner bezel. In order to set all these complications, the watch is delivered with a special tool used to depress the various buttons that are flush with the case around the watch. There's always been an ongoing debate amongst watch fans when it comes to automatic watch winders. Are they necessary when it really just takes a few seconds to adjust your watch if it's stopped? With a complex watch like this, there's a very good case for having one, since adjusting each complication does take a little bit of time. So, do you have a spec'd up matte black Lamborghini Aventador in your fantasy, or perhaps even real garage? Then this watch is for you. It has everything, the name, the amazing movement, even the breathtaking design. Similarly, it will also cost you a pretty penny to service it, and its extravagant design is not for everyone. With that said, it's a timeless design and a spectacular achievement that is likely to hold its value long term, unlike most cars. So do us a favour. Those of us that love the finer things in life, but may not have the disposable income, we absolutely love seeing machines like these in action. So whether you're stretching the legs of your Lambo or flashing your Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar in matte black ceramic, we will smile along with you. Don't buy these things for a garage or for a safe, but let's celebrate mankind's achievements together.